What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from Wellstar Reviews and Healthy Well Free. Today I'm reviewing the NADS Boxer and Boxer Brief brand. Now, I got 4 pairs of their products just to test them out and share them with you here on the review. I got 3 pairs of their Boxer Briefs and 1 pair of their Boxers. And in this review, I'm going to be sharing with you what I liked and disliked about these products and how I would rate them in terms of comfort, breathability, durability, sustainability, and overall design and sort of what I like and dislike about them, like I said. So with that being said, I got 3 Boxer Briefs. I'm going to start with those. And actually, I'll just run through what I would rate them first, sort of, so you kind of can see the upsides and downsides. So in terms of comfort, I like the Boxers the most. These are the Boxers here. What I liked about the comfort of the Boxers is that your crotch has plenty of room, so it's the most breathable. And in the back, because they're Boxers, it doesn't like hug your butt, and your Boxers don't ride up your butt. I'm not a chick, and I don't like that or need that. I don't know if women like that or need that, but I prefer looser materials and looser fabrics. What I also like about their Boxers in particular is you can see here on the outside, so we're talking on the outside of the leg here, they have this split. So it actually, like, if you're moving or walking or squatting or in the gym, it actually gives you even more room to move your legs and be more aired out down there. So I would give their Boxers a 10. Their briefs, on the other hand, although they're very comfortable, they're a tad snug. And I have noticed that, in terms of their briefs, basically they, sort of hug the crotch, so it's kind of like tight around the crotch. And then, like I said, in the back, they just kind of like grab your butt and it rides up your butt. I don't really like that, because then I'm always like taking my hands and literally pulling my Boxer Briefs down. So I'm like doing this and pulling them down in public and like grabbing my butt and pulling it out of my butt. Like, I don't really like that. So I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie. To be honest with you, their briefs I wasn't as impressed with. I think the briefs could be a better designed. I understand, having them sort of tighter to your legs, but I think in the back and in the front, they could be more loose and have like better design to better accommodate the human body, to be honest with you. So in terms of comfort, I'd give the briefs like a 7. I like that they're tight and they're not like your balls and everything aren't flying all over the place. That is kind of nice during a workout. So I do like that, because when I wear the Boxers during a workout, I'm always like, okay, like, I gotta like, it's nice to just have briefs on when you work out because it keeps things more structured. In terms of breathability, the Boxers, I would give a 10. They're completely breathable. Your balls aren't going to get sticky and sweaty, and they're just open, right? I would give the briefs once again like a 7. In terms of durability, I would give both of them a 10. I've put these through the washer. I've worked out in both of them. I do squats and lunges and a lot of things that would stretch and cause the fabrics to sort of have wear and tear. And there's been nothing in terms of like shredding or fibers coming off of these. So I would give them, in terms of durability, a very high score. I'd give all of them a 10, which I'm very grateful for, because these are a little bit on the pricey end. I think they're like $34 a pop. So I want them to last. I don't want them to be cheap, Walmart Boxers that start shredding to a couple weeks or a couple months after I get them. So durability is really good. Sustainability, I love how sustainable and durable they are. They're organic cotton, so in terms of like any chemicals or pesticides or anything, synthetic fibers, polyester, I'm sure you've heard that polyester around a man's groin actually inhibits his sperm count and his ability to be fertile. So that's the reason I got these, was I want to have healthy sperm count. I want to have a healthy ability to reproduce and make babies. So I like that about the NADS brand in particular. And I would just say, I like the briefs, but I would say I like them more for maybe like lounging around. It's tough because I like the briefs because they keep my package intact, and when I'm working out, it's nice to have like a little bit of like stability there and not to have everything flying to the right and to the left. But with the Boxers, it's like they're a little bit too loose. So the Boxers are incredibly comfortable. Like, I would recommend the Boxers to anyone. 10 out of 10. Comfort, durability, airflow. I love the little crease, like I said, on the outside of the legs, because it doesn't prohibit your, sometimes when you're walking, like you're kind of like stretching your Boxers. That happens a little bit with the briefs, but the Boxers, having that little, that little crease on the outside, just that little crease. I think that design feature is awesome, and it makes it so that you're just like totally free in these. Like if you're gonna wear their boxers, you're completely free and you're completely aired out, and I love that. So I love that they're organic cotton. Overall, I do enjoy and appreciate these more than any other boxers I've ever owned, so I will say that. In terms of quality, sustainability, durability, and comfort, I just wish that their briefs were a little bit more loose in the back and in the front, just a little bit. And I think that would make it so that I would feel a little bit more comfortable and also had that breathability. And for me personally, working out, the briefs are a little too tight and the boxers are a little too loose. So I kind of wish there's something a little bit more in the middle. But with that being said, you cannot beat, I believe, the NADS brand in terms of quality, durability, and material with any other brand in the market. So I'm grateful for that, and I am extremely grateful I found this brand because I have like 3 different boxer brief brands that I'm wearing right now. And honestly, this is my go-to one, even with those few things that I don't necessarily like as much. I'm always like grabbing for my NADS in my boxer drawer because they are the most comfortable, and I know they're the highest quality material, and I just like them. So I highly recommend them. I'll put a discount code below that'll give you, I think it's like 10 or 15% off. I do want to share with you also another brand that I wear of boxers that is similar, and these look a lot bigger because they're slightly more stretched out, but they do fit me still. And this brand is called Havn. And the reason I like Havn is because the inside of them, you may not recognize what that is, but the inside of this is actually silver, believe it or not. So it's basically, essentially, there's a Faraday pouch or a Faraday lining in these boxers from Havn, and Havn has hats and shirts and other products as well, other clothing materials. And what that does is it blocks EMFs and electromagnetic frequencies. So I personally, I wear NADS pretty much all the time to the gym at home. But when I am, like, for example, going out, or I know I'm going to be around a lot of people, like if I'm going, out anywhere and I'm around a lot of people and I'm in close proximity to people with cell phones and a lot of EMFs, or I'm traveling on an airplane or something like that, I like to wear my Havn boxers. And these are actually looser, so there's like airflow, but I know I'm also protecting my body from those EMFs. I will say the only downside is there's like 5% polyester in the Havn boxers, but it's only in the band at the top, so it's not actually around your groin or testicles. And also, the nice thing about silver, beyond protecting from EMFs, is it's naturally antimicrobial, so it helps with scents and sweat and smells that you may not want. So this is kind of my second, in terms of like boxers and briefs and things. I really like the Havn boxers and briefs, and they're very comfortable, and I just like that the silver is antimicrobial and it helps to mitigate EMFs, because those EMFs do affect sperm count as well. So Havn is my first choice, NADS is my first choice for comfort, durability, and Havn boxers and boxer briefs, I think they only have one, it's boxers, are my second choice for travel and for all that good stuff. So check them out below. I'll put the NADS link to their website along with the discount code. I'll put the Havn link as well. I don't know if I have a discount code for them. They used to be called Lambs, but now they're called Havn, so I'll put that below as well. And I do health and wellness reviews here on Wellstar Reviews. If you want to get a list of 33 different health and wellness brands that have discount codes and coupon codes and special offers, brands that I've personally vetted as a health and wellness coach, visit healthywildfree.com/shop. below. I'll link it up in the comment section. So just check all the links in the comment section and you can get access to all of those discounts and special offers. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ask your questions below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.